Cameras rolling. Alrighty then. Life, it's all about death. It's all about pain. It's all about destruction and the things you do in vain.
Live from the Last Door in the Left Studios in sunny Venice, California, it's the Alex Duffy Show, starring Alex Duffy, with this week's special guest, Michael Rayner. And now, a man who will be getting a severe beating after the show, Alex Duffy!
Life, it's all about you. It's all about me. We're all that we have and all we foresee. So give it your best shot. It's all that you got. Might not be a lot, but that's all there is to life. Thank you, folks. Yeah.
Wow.
And it is September 23rd, 2003. I am Alex Duffy, and Steve Lyon is...
The show.
Yes. And of course, as the big news, Steve, as we know, the recall is back on.
The recall's back.
Yes, back. And don't
recalled.
miss...
Recalled, recalled.
The recall. I'm still voting for Mary Carey, but I'm still voting no on the recall because...
But yes to Mary Carey.
Yeah, well, how can you say no to her, right?
Well, really?
Oh. And folks, if you're watching out there in Webland, we will be having a recall special live on October 7th.
Can hardly wait.
Yes,
I can't even contain my enthusiasm for that show.
That will be awesome. That will be awesome. Other news today, our president went cap in hand to the UN, live, streaming live, and said, I need, I don't know, $87 billion.
Right. Just pull that number out of thin air. Right.
And there were like some crickets I could hear at the UN, you know. There didn't seem a lot of enthusiasm.
Not that much.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
But I watched him live, and he tried to like tie the whole thing in with like the crusade against terror with like, you know, women and children being used in like, you know, sex slaves and things like that. And he tied it all in this one big, you know, in other words, if you don't support his war on terrorism, hey, I guess you're for worldwide prostitution.
Oh,
you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
you're communist.
Yeah. That was pretty much. Yeah. That's our president. He'll be gone. Well, no, he won't.
Oh, we can only hope.
Yeah, we can only hope. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm doing this to date the show, folks. So we know
you're doing
that
a good job of it, Alex.
Yeah, we know it's September 23.
You're dating the shit out of the show.
Yes, it's very dated now. It's very dated.
Oh, is it ever?
All right. Now, I wrote these names down. I wrote these names down because I would forget them.
Yes, you would.
David Letterman, Ringo Starr, Charlton Heston, Frank Sinatra. What do these men have in common? Besides the fact that they've never been on my show. And that Frank Sinatra never will be. They have all been touched by our guest tonight. In their hearts.
Oh, good.
Okay? Okay? This man is the one, the only, funny Michael Rayner! Yeah!
Oh, here I am! It's exciting! It's the Alex Duffy! I can't believe it! Oh, this is amazing. You know, Alex, we could go into all those exciting celebrity things that you're going to show me, but you're political. I got a little special something you don't know about it. Have we talked about this up front?
No, we haven't.
There's a little something special political just for you that I'm going to show you. You can't have it.
Okay.
But I want to know if you got this, and this is why everybody out there in streaming land, all four of you.
All right. We're ready.
Remember, don't trust the government. And I'll tell you why. I've got it right here. Let me open it up. This right here is a calendar. I don't know where the... I have the little piece of paper. It's in here somewhere. But what it is, it's a 2002 calendar sent to us...
Show the people. Show the people. Tell the
Let's see if you can see it. It was sent to us by...
Got it?
It's Congressman Howard L. Berman.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Did you ever get this?
I may have gotten something like it.
I have the other ancillary piece of paper that goes with it. I had it, and then I think maybe it fell out of the bag. Oh, we had it, but it doesn't matter because it's still.
Okay.
When they sent it, they also explained. Oh, here it is. They gave this letter along with it.
Right.
Now, you know, I'm a prop comic. You know.
Right. Yeah. Of course. So you got.
I do a lot of juggling tricks.
Yeah.
This is me being political.
Okay.
For all those
We're
kids
ready.
out there.
We're ready. Yeah.
Check this out, Alex. Dear friends, now this is your government money at work.
Right.
The terrible events of September 11th. Hey, I don't want to bring it down on it.
Oh,
Sometimes
no.
you got to talk about things like this.
Right.
The terrible events of September 11th have brought all Americans together in a renewed spirit of patriotism and unity.
Yes.
Lord knows that's
renewed.
correct with me.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you,
Oh, yeah.
Steve over there.
Absolutely.
All the
Yeah.
roommates in the house, and I think I saw a cat in here earlier.
Yes. Very united.
This beautiful 2000 calendar serves as a constant reminder of the strength of our democratic institutions. And you know, when I think calendars, I think of strength of democratic
Oh,
institutions.
yeah.
Don't you?
Absolutely.
I've got like 6 documents in my house that symbolize that.
Yeah.
They're all calendars.
Oh, I
Yep.
agree.
Here we go. And our common commitment to freedom under law.
Ah,
I never
freedom.
knew a
God
calendar
bless it.
could mean so much.
Spectacular.
But now, here's the good part. I'm sure all your listeners and viewers will enjoy this.
Oh, yes.
However, to err is human. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
Even for Americans. And the U.S. Capitol Historical Society reports that after printing millions, I don't know if you can get this, We'll go close, millions, it's not 2, 10,
Right.
maybe 3, millions of calendars, it discovered that November was printed with 31 days,
Oh.
so that the entire month of December
my
is incorrect.
God.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is.
Nice.
Right there it is. You know, I talked to some 12-year-olds,
Right.
and I asked them, if you're going to make a calendar, would you maybe look at another calendar to get it right? They were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a Palm Pilot. I bet
Sure.
you 2 techies have a Palm Pilot.
Yeah. I
You
use
know,
Outlook, yeah.
Absolutely. And then they give us a handy way to fix it. They go, on the opposite side of this letter, which is this, there's the correct month of December.
Ah.
On the opposite side of this letter is corrected December 2002. Use an adhesive strip. They couldn't even use tape,
Right.
but adhesive strip.
Well, listen, you say adhesive strip is like not political. Because
Exactly.
if you say Scotch tape, then
Yeah,
Scotch
and the
to my
Scotch
biggest
good-
offended.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly. To affix the correction. Of course, this could be a collector's item, and you may want to keep the calendar on correction.
eBay.
Oh, yeah, baby. So they're trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little something I brought just to show you. Unfortunately, I have to keep
Your
it in
tax dollars at
Your
work.
tax dollars at work.
Yeah.
To err is human.
You know, and of course, nobody got fired for this. They
No.
just had
Yeah.
a committee to try to figure out what went wrong.
Sure.
Right.
They couldn't use the Julian calendar. They went to some weird calendar.
Wow.
So
I prefer
lovely.
Gregorian, but I know what you're saying.
I know, exactly. So that was a little bonus for you before we get into the
Well,
scripted
thank you.
material.
Thank you.
Something out of the blue,
Thank
because
you.
you know about me from the website. But
Yeah,
I like
and the website is,
Michael Rayner, RAYNER, so michaelrayner.com.
and this is where
Easy
you'll
enough.
learn everything about you, and it's
Absolutely.
very, very thorough.
And look for the hidden links on the first page.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's some hot stuff there.
absolutely. My baby, my wife.
Yeah. Hey, that's hot as it gets.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, in your own life, of course.
Ah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know, I have a wonderful wife, and you might know her if you guys have ever see the hit Nickelodeon kids show that was on 10 years ago called Guts and Global Guts. Do you ever remember that? Was it?
Why?
show?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it was on Nickelodeon. My wife was the co-host of that.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
You know,
And she has a British accent.
and she has a British accent.
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
You know.
What part of Britain?
She's from the Midlands, which is about
Ah.
2 hours somewhere from London. You know, near Leicester and
Right.
Nottingham. You know,
Right.
so there you go.
Now, you juggle in your act,
Absolutely.
but you also, your schedule, you have to juggle a lot of things because you do corporate events,
I do.
you do Comedy Store,
I do.
and the Ice House,
I
and
do.
you travel, you've just got to mention the American Bowl in Tokyo.
Absolutely.
So-
And I checked this wheelbarrow. You can't see it, but I'm pointing to a wheelbarrow right down there. It is there.
But the core of your act is basically doing the comedy juggling.
It's well.
Or is it?
It's half and half. Think of it this way: the juggling is a template that we can always deviate from.
Ah.
You know, because what I say is, you know, we'll do some funny stuff with a calendar, maybe
Right.
some funny gags, some funny jokes, some funny yayas.
I get it, I get it.
But say we go to Japan and they don't speak our lingo. It's strange. It's like it's another language over there. It's very unusual.
Right, yeah.
I did it, you know, all I did was silent stuff with the juggling.
I get
tricks.
upset with foreigners because they should all speak English.
Exactly.
I mean, it's how do you write HTML on a web page? English.
Exactly.
I mean, just people don't get the message, but they will.
I know.
They will.
Now, when they write HTML in Japan, do they have Japanese HTML?
No, it's developed here, luckily.
Really?
Luckily, no, actually, there's help in Switzerland. There's a long
Ah.
story, which we won't go into
We
on
won't
this
get to
show.
it. Oh, no.
Now, let's. I want to go into, before you do any juggling, before you
Sure,
do anything
sure.
at all, I want to ask you about Auto World.
Auto World.
I've never heard of Auto World.
You've never heard of Auto World? Did you ever
Yeah.
see the film Roger and Me with the Michael Moore film?
Yeah.
If you watch Roger and Me, you'll see Auto World in it. It was in Flint, Michigan, and when I lived in Flint, Michigan, it was rated by Money Magazine the worst place to live in the entire world.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
It's great. It's great.
When you go to Auto World,
first
is it cars from all the manufacturers?
No. It was this bizarre idea to enclose like a little park, maybe it was a Ferris wheel, Dodgem cars, and also a Ferris wheel, Dodgem cars, and carousel.
Ah.
But the thing is, then they had like little interactive exhibits. One was called My Buddy, which was a big 20-minute show about robotic arms. Now remember, Alex, I don't know if you know politics at all. Detroit, Flint. This was in Flint. Is a very blue-collar, working-class town.
Right.
And you're showing the people in Flint a robotic arm that's going to take their job. They're really smart.
Yeah.
It's like My Buddy putting me unemployed. No.
But you did juggle there.
I did juggle there. That was actually my first paid gig. I mean, that's it was terrible.
And you never looked back though after Auto World.
No, ever since Auto World, I've that's what I've done. Short bits of pieces of writing for TV, like I've written for Nickelodeon. I've done talent coordinator for Nickelodeon.
Scriptapalooza.
Scriptapalooza, I got 4th place in, which you don't win anything, but you can tell your friends you got 4th.
Wow.
1st, 2nd, and 3rd gets stuff. 4th gets to say, "Hey, Alex, I got 4th."
Well, what is Scriptapalooza? How do you
prestige?
It is prestige. I've got a little placard. I made it up myself.
Well, how do you even find out about Scriptapalooza?
I just was online, and it had some good, cachet. Friends of mine had heard about it, and a lot of these online things, you just got to research because there's so many of them. You don't know, who you're giving your $50 to, or whatever.
Exactly.
$25.
Could be the Alex Duffy show.
Exactly.
Very disreputable. Yes, yeah.
So, but it was fun, and I got it. It was a fun exercise. But that same script, I actually put it into the Austin teleplay competition, and I just got the letter back. I was in the top 10% out of 500, so that means I was in the top 50.
Wow.
But how I perceive it, like the top 10 go to the finalist round. I was 11th in my mind.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Another 4th place finish.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time when people looked you in the eye and said, "Where are the hands?"
Wow, look at that. You've really done your research. It's a little show my wife and I, my British wife. We toured Canada. Montreal, Edmonton, Vancouver Island, Cowichan. Did a little show called Where Are the Hands? It was a crazy little...
What's the title mean?
It's this. I was a guy, a performance artist, if you will, that had detachable hands. And my detachable hands, I could speak when my hands were off me, but when my hands were on me, I could not speak. Or something like that. It's been a while.
Okay.
So no, when my hands were...
Is it on video? Did you guys ever tape it?
Well, that's another... We taped it, but in Canada, one of the safest countries, it was the only place I've ever been broken into. All our tapes were stolen. So if somebody's doing our show up there, that's actually stealing.
Someone stole Where Are the Hands?
Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing with it.
I don't know. Probably entertaining frats. I don't know. But it was fun. We were homeless for 6 months, and then that's how we wound up in LA after we got done with that tour. So it was fun.
There was a time when Frank Sinatra was in your life.
Absolutely.
I want to hear about that.
Well, I did a little commercial for Frank Sinatra. It was for his compilation CD. This was before he died. Wonderfully.
Like how much before he died?
I think like 5-6 years.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when did he die? It was
5-6 years ago. So about 1990 or something. You must have done.
I can't remember exactly when we did the spot, but I asked the director because he's very hands-on. I said, "Does he have to approve these commercials?" He said, "Absolutely." So I did a commercial for a Frank Sinatra CD compilation, and they assured me that Frank had to see the commercial and say, "Yes, it may go on the airwaves."
And it happened.
So Frank saw me and he said, "I approve of it."
Much like That's great.
Joey Bishop.
Wow. And what about I want one more celebrity question, and then we're going to go into the juggling.
Oh, I'm all a titter. Hey, can I say titter on cable?
Oh, yeah.
Or on internet?
Anything you want.
But if you have cable internet, it's the same thing.
Okay. Charlton Heston. He has a mention on your website.
Right, because when I first got to town and I was broke,
right,
I did some juggling for Haim Saban, the creator of the Power Rangers, if you're all familiar with...
I know of the Power Rangers.
Haim Saban. He had this huge thing, and it was in conjunction with, DARE, Keep Kids Off Drugs, or something like that.
Right.
And Chuck Heston was there, And so I pulled out 3 guns and started juggling them for him. He was very appreciative. Oh, wait a minute. I'm kidding, Alex. That would be ridiculous.
No, you could have juggled like 3 flaming torches.
I can juggle 3 flaming torches. But I met him there and I just said, hey, I like those 8 movies. I didn't say it like that. I just said, hey, I really like... Well, it was more like, hi, I like you. You know,
when I met him, I told him, I said, my favorite movie was Sonic Green.
Oh,
and he smiled at me and he goes, yes, that was a good one.
what a stunning comeback. Yes, that was a good one. But it's so funny because he's sort of this cultural icon for geeks like us. Because, I mean, Sonic Green, Omega Man, Planet of the Apes.
Right.
You know, and he's not a good actor nor a bad actor.
Right.
He's just there.
Now, we must go into the most fantastic thing that I've ever seen today.
Okay.
And that is, you are a man who can get an umbrella.
Absolutely.
And put a cheeseburger on it.
So you were going to go straight to the cheeseburger?
Oh, you wouldn't know the finale? Is that a finale? Would you say the cheeseburger is a finale?
Personally, it's up to you. You know, some people want to start out with the cheese. We can lead into something that we can just do right here on the stool.
I would say.
We can lead into like the chicken towel trick. This is something that's fun for the home viewers.
Okay. And this is a chicken towel.
This right here is a towel. You need no special skills. All you need is a towel, just like that. And you take a towel and you roll it up. This is a little how-to show now. I feel like we're the Martha Stewart of novelty, except I'm not going to prison.
All of a sudden it's 7 in the morning.
Here we go. We roll it up like so, Alex. That's all we have to do here.
Okay.
Get ready, and we put it underneath our chin. We roll the bottom up to the top. Anybody can do this. You need no special skill. You can be a graduate of DeVry Institute and do this. Here we go. Fold it in 2. We just pull out these little things right here. Pull those out. Oh man, I just saw the wide shot. I've got to lose weight. I tell you. I tried to do the Weight Watchers where you get the points. You know, you get the points.
Yeah.
I kept on trying to steal points from other people. Not working. All right. Here we go. And here we go. The count of 3, everyone say chicken towel. 1, 2, 3.
Chicken towel.
And there we go. We got the little chicken.
Yeah.
Sweet. Look at that. It's the ancient Japanese art of towel origami.
Yes.
There we go. This is actually one of the few things that the Japanese loved, because I would just say chicken, and then I'd make chicken noises, and then we'd do this, and they enjoyed it.
I'm sure they enjoyed it a lot, because you said there's the origami connection, you know?
Exactly.
Origami or whatever.
Exactly.
I'm saying it like an American.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, now that you've done a trick,
okay,
well, let's go into your masterpiece.
Okay.
The Elvis commercial.
The Elvis commercial. Let me tell you, it's one of my best acting work. I can look back at it fondly. I've studied.
And that was actually a pretty amazing commercial that was shown pretty much everywhere. What you're known for.
And you know, it's actually on the internet in various forms. I found an internet site in Germany that has. I get choked up when I talk about it. That has German subtitles underneath it. That I'm not getting any money for the German version.
Right.
But yeah, it was a.
If they showed it, you'd still get royalties to this day.
If they decide to reinstate it, how the commercials work is they show them, you always get royalties until they in 13-week cycles, and then they eventually say, you know what, we're not going to show it anymore, and they stop. If they want to bring it back, then they have to pay you from the time they stopped.
Okay.
So it's been 2-3 years since they've shown it, but. For those of you that didn't see the commercial, it goes something like this. Or you have the storyboards?
I have the storyboards now. They're kind of crappy. Well,
okay.
I mean, if you look, this is not. This is something that no one can really tell what it is.
Right.
That's great, Alex.
It's like a 5-year-old's drawing.
Really,
that's useful.
I'm not really sure what that all was. I'm sorry the home audience didn't see that. But how it goes like this: I'm a guy. He works at a gas station, and he has a shrine to Elvis. If I can be so bold.
Yes, it is a shrine.
And then all of a sudden, he sees what. Could it be? It is Elvis. The rumors are no longer rumors. Fact and fiction blend.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it's an X-Files episode. Elvis is alive. I grab my handy camera that I always have for such sighting. I pull it up to my eyes, and as soon as I'm ready to take the photo, right when he moves into frame, and the shot that they took that you see in the commercial was actually like from his Vegas days.
Right.
So it was actually Elvis. So I actually acted with Elvis, even though it was posthumously.
Right.
That's the correct way. And then I try, and I don't have Energizer batteries. Elvis drives away. I'm forlorn, and then the bunny comes out and makes fun of me and mocks me.
And not only that, the cash line is, should have used Energizer.
Should have used Energizer.
But you have a line too.
And my line, when I just see him, I say, "The King."
Exactly.
It's like that. You know, a pro can always go back to it.
Now, where did they shoot it? Where was the gas
We
station?
shot it in El Monte, California, the same place that.
It looks like it's dark in the desert in the middle of Nevada or something.
Well, no, we just wet down the blacktop in El Monte, and that's where my wife and I got married. And a lot of people, oh, El Monte, that's not fancy. Hey, it was fit the price. It was a little garden. Santa Anita Garden's not like a famous one.
Right,
it was just
right,
a person's house, and they were fabulous. We love El Monte. This is kudos for all you folks out there in El Monte.
That's the first props you've ever had given to El Monte in the show.
Props
So that's cool. Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
the first and probably the last as well. But hey,
You never know. We could make El Monte could be the new Silver Lake.
there you go.
That's true. That's
There
true.
you go. Because the next Silver Lake is now
Highland Park.
is the Highland Park exactly,
yeah,
and then if
yeah,
we keep on
yeah.
going,
Yeah.
That's it'll be
Palm
Palm Springs. Yeah.
There you go, Palm Springs.
Now, all these great shots, like the shot of you and you're in the booth and all this stuff. Did they do all those shots, or did they have you come on separately and do the stuff after the Elvis impersonators, or was it all at the same time?
All out of sequence. So we just, because they have so many lenses, everything. We'll spend 2-3 hours on like a close up, and the Elvis guy's back in the trailer hanging
The most
out.
brilliant shot was the shot where Elvis looks into the gas tank and he puts the thing in.
Oh yeah.
That
That's
was
a good
amazing,
one.
yeah. Because
That's a good one.
that is just like,
Because they had this special device somehow. I forgot how they shot that. Because he just looks over it. It's like, it's like this thing that fit on top.
because it looks like he's looking through a gas tank. So.
Before I forget that, this is what I wanted to tell you. We had me and Elvis shared like a little trailer. Because it was cold. We shot this during the evening.
Right.
Somewhere I can't remember. I think it was like October, November, or somewhere like that. But the Energizer Bunny has 2 trailers.
Oh no.
Yeah, because there's all these robotic people there with you. I hope I'm not spoiling it. And it's actually a robot it's huge. It's like 4 foot tall. But how the optical illusion is, it seems smaller, I think.
Ah.
But,
So that's why it has so much detail when you see it
absolutely.
bouncing along.
And
Okay,
I think it's like one of the big companies that do it. One of the big special effects, like ILM or something like that. I don't know, somebody like that. Could not be them. Don't know.
Another specialty you have.
Okay.
Racket juggling.
Because we can actually. This is a trick we can actually do here also, which is great.
Okay.
Let me just stay right there. I'm going to
Tell you
go
well
over
away.
here, grab something. I can do it sitting down.
All right.
That's what's great about some of these tricks. A lot of people think the jugglers are always just crazy. They're all over the place.
Right.
This is kind of like down-home juggling. You can just sit down here.
Yeah, I can do it on your porch.
Very
mellow
folksy.
version.
The mellow version. It's
Yes.
like easy listening. It's my Kenny G juggling.
Right.
It's
Okay.
Kenny G
Muzak
juggling.
of juggling.
It's the Muzak of juggling. If you're in an elevator, I'll just be sitting in an elevator doing this for you as you go on up.
Okay.
So you have the rack like that, and then you just sit back and forth like that. You do that, it's good, people enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is your starting point.
All right. Okay.
It's like your little, you're just strumming the guitar. You're not really doing anything.
Right.
Then you can start spinning it. It's a little bit better. Spin it like that. And then you can do one-handed like that. Oh, look at that. Even sitting down. The thing that sucks about this trick here is that when I do it for children, they always think that the stick is actually in the strings. And they always go, you're cheating. And then I go, no, look at it. And they never believe it. And then you go like that. One hand like that. You can spin it. Back over like that. You go up the foot. And then you go up. Oh, just saying.
Wow.
There you go. Okay,
That was amazing. Yes. Now, how often do you have to practice that to keep your chops going?
Lately, I do enough shows and I don't practice that often. But I might, sometimes I do. I practice late night over there at the Bally's in Studio City. Sometimes, like they open 24 hours, and so I get to practice. I'll practice from 11 till midnight sometimes, and they let me, which is great.
That's really cool.
Do wood rackets have better dynamics than the newer carbon fiber?
Funny you should say that, Steve. Let me just tell you something right now. The only reason I use the wood is because if I ever use the carbon fiber one, kids think it's magnetized, and they go, it's a magnet. Even if I hand it to them, they believe it's a magnet. They even think this is a magnet. Somehow there's a metal shaft in here, and these are all magnetized. They come up with more outrageous scenarios than the actual trick itself.
Right.
Wow.
There's no way there could be some skill involved.
Right.
No.
God forbid there should be skill.
Yeah.
No. There has to be some kind of weird voodoo going on,
Right.
as opposed to skill.
Right.
You're not a real singer. Those are fake notes you're singing. I knew I had to start losing weight. I was doing this trick right here over at a show, I don't know, like a year ago, and the kid just looked up at me and said, "You jiggle when you juggle."
Oh! Ouch!
Oh,
That's cruel.
That's cruel.
You got a tagline on your
Cruel.
site: "The man who jiggles when he juggles."
I know. It's sad. It's sad. You know, and the thing is, I remember her name. Her name was Sierra. So Sierra, if you happen to be tech savvy 6-year-old out there,
Right.
I'm gunning for you. So watch out. So
Wow.
there you go.
I want to talk about, before we do your last and greatest trick,
Whatever.
and I shouldn't have even brought it up because now I spoiled it. No, people don't really know what I'm
No,
talking
it's
about. The umbrella.
anticipation.
Yeah,
It's anticipation. It's
Exactly.
We don't you hype the
Build up.
Hype.
Exactly. You know, because later on Metallica's going to be here, aren't they?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And we don't want people to leave.
They are waiting outside.
They're waiting outside. Yes.
Here is a person that you met who is pretty much as close to a living legend as they get. And I saw him in the video, and he looked about 40, even though I know he's about 60.
Right.
And we're talking, of course, about Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
Now, I can just imagine
Ringo
Starr coming in with, what, Secret Service type security?
Well, you know, we shot that up in Canada, and in Canada they don't have Secret Service. They have a couple of lackeys eating a Danish.
Right.
So
Really?
Mounties? Any Mounties?
But I mean,
yeah, no
yeah.
Mounties. It was like a couple of lackeys, but Barbara Bach was with him, so I figured because she. Barbara Bach, the model.
Yeah.
From the, I think, was she in Spies Who Love Me? Which one was she in? She was in a Bond movie. Help me out, people.
I'm
remember.
not sure, but
Go to
I
IMDb, people. You can look it up.
Yeah.
But she was there, and maybe two other folks, but it really wasn't a big entourage because people didn't know he was
But it was for
showing
the
up.
private issue credit card?
For the credit card. It was like a Novus brand Discover card type of thing, but it was called private issue. And, you know, it's exciting because, you know, I met Ringo, but people say, what was it like meeting Ringo? And it was like this. You're all ready. They set up the shot. They bring Ringo down, and they say, Ringo, this is Michael. Ringo, this is Steve. Ringo, this is, I forget the other actress's name in the spot.
Right.
And we go, hello. And then he goes, hello. And then we shoot for 5-10 minutes. And then he says, goodbye.
And
I
that's
say
it?
goodbye.
That was a big meeting.
Everyone
Wow.
was like hanging out, joking around, sharing a soda. And no, unfortunately, my dear friends, it's none of that. It's very antiseptic.
Well, I've heard that basically he doesn't even shake hands with people anymore because.
Really?
Oh, that's what I heard. Did he shake your guys' hands?
You know, I don't think he did. You know, not that I know.
I've heard that because I've heard that he said he's so burnt out on meeting people that he tries to avoid shaking hands and having any kind of real close contact, like chatting with people.
Well,
He had met
he did
so
kiss
many
me.
people.
He French kissed me.
Wow.
I mean, I don't
That
know.
was off
I mean,
camera,
but I thought that was a given. Was that not a given?
Oh, well, you know.
I mean,
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
yeah, I mean, he did shake my hand, but you know, his tongue was down my throat.
That's pretty friendly.
I'm sorry. That's so graphic and wrong.
And then you met also someone who is probably one of the best known people in the world. And I mentioned him earlier, David Letterman.
David Letterman, yes. The trick that we're going to soon do, I actually did this trick on David Letterman, and it was great. But the weird thing about when you do superhuman tricks on Letterman, they fly like 6 people in, and you audition. Well, you get paid no matter what.
Right.
But in the afternoon, the producer comes down, and 6 of you do your little stunt.
Right.
And then afterwards, he just comes back there and he goes, you, on the show. You, and you can watch backstage.
Wow.
So it's just like very... But I talked to another a couple
You
guys
got a 50-50
backstage.
shot if you fly out there. Right?
Exactly. But there were 2 guys there who said, yeah, this is our 3rd time here. We like the money.
Hell yeah.
They always-
Free trip to New York?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, it's like,
yeah.
all right, sure. So yeah, I got to do the David Letterman thing. It was very fun.
And they kind of just keep you backstage and they go, okay, go. And he's waiting for you, and you don't even meet him until
you
that
do that
point.
much like Ringo Starr, and we did kiss backstage also again.
Sweet.
You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm always lunging at people.
Second face with all
I am
the
married,
cool
just to
people.
let you know,
Right.
to a man. No, I'm kidding. My wife, I've talked about her already.
Sweet Christian love.
Sweet Christian Love. I can't believe you bring that up. Was that in my review or in the show?
It's in your website.
It's on my website.
Yeah, you have that funny bit where you break out that picture.
I do. I have a picture of my wife, and I say, me and my wife make Sweet Christian Love, because we both go to church, Bella Presbyterian, shooting that out to my homies out there, Bella Presbyterian. And we say Sweet Christian Love, and I always just think it's funny and silly, but so many people bring that up to me. I loved it when you said Sweet Christian Love. It was bad.
That's your calling card now.
That's my calling card now. You know, it's not bad. It's great. You know, and everything. And I don't know if I should I want to put that on a shirt. I was actually asking my wife today, can we put a shirt out that says Sweet Christian Love?
You can sell it
That's a
from your
little
website.
cheesy.
I know. I thought that was a little cheesy. That's what we're
Yeah.
gonna have.
No.
Sweet atheist love. That's what we're
Oh,
gonna
there you go.
Which is
You
better.
could have like a picture of your face, actually. And then it would say sweet, and then beneath it would say Christian love.
Well, that's all of a sudden a hallmark.
That's, yeah.
No, but a T-shirt, like a black T-shirt. I think it might be.
How about Sweet Christian Love and then a skull with like blood coming out?
No, I'm thinking of those Church of the Subgenius things, which were out about 5 or 10 years ago. And had a guy with. It didn't mean anything.
I know.
But you could have just your face and it says Sweet, and then below it would say Christian Love.
Maybe I'll have to look at it. It's depending on the design. I'll hook you up on that. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well.
Tell Alex that no.
No, Alex.
Not gonna happen, Alex.
All of a sudden, I feel like we're on a morning show. What's coming up in sports?
Well, the sport that we're going to see is
the cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger show. Yeah.
We're almost out of time.
Yeah. It flies. It flies. It always does. It does. It does.
I was worried we were going to be lost at 6 minutes.
No.
Well, should we break it out? Should we do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here we go.
From the NBC studios to Last Door on the Left studios.
That's right. Very exciting.
A couple steps down in studio quality, I think.
No. It's
For
not
the web, it's all good.
It's not the size of your studio.
Oh no, you took a bite out of it.
It's the motion of your.
It's the motion of your RAM.
Yeah.
Motion of your camera.
I don't know.
You're
Your
talking
camera.
about that.
So here we have an unadulterated McDonald's cheeseburger.
Okay. I am attesting that is a true. It's not a prop. It is not a prop, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, and once again we're just going to do it sitting. It's once again that's the Kenny G.
Low impact comedy.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know, a lot of people think a juggler needs a lot of room. I can do this in your closet. If you want to bring me over for your child's birthday, bar mitzvah, whatever, I can just go do it for a private show in their closet. It just sounds creepy, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Where's Jimmy? In the closet with the juggler.
Yeah.
Oh! There we go, the spinning cheeseburger seen on David Letterman.
Wow.
Now,
Sweet.
Alex, a lot of people wonder why the buns stay together.
It must be the cheese.
Exactly, it's the adhesive properties of the cheese.
And
So
the
there's like
grease
a
in the
science-
bottom of the bun too.
There's a science lesson in this.
Exactly. So, but if you spin it really fast, the cheese will break down,
Okay.
and the buns will hopefully come apart. So we're going to try to spin it fast. this might be some of that government cheese. I'm not really sure.
We're gonna have like some.
If you miss communion, just go
There's
for it right
cheese
now.
flying,
It's
folks.
flinging
I'm
cheese.
testing it. It's flying cheese.
If you're lactose intolerant, Alex, get out of the way.
No. I'm opening my mouth for it. Yeah.
And you think,
Hey!
there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's spinning meat. Look at
Now
that.
it's like a wheel.
Spinning meat. It's the spinning meat show. I hope no foreigner all of
This
a
is how we're
sudden-
going to start at every show.
Ah, there!
Wow.
That's a crazy Alex Duffy show. That was some hot action tonight here on the Alex Duffy show.
That was about the best trick we've ever seen done on here.
Wow.
That was close to what's his name mooning the camera.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad I didn't have to get naked.
It's actually
Yeah,
better than mooning
yeah,
the camera.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That was
That's
very good.
great. I think we.
Well-
I think we need a cigarette after this, though. You don't smoke. I am preaching. So
Right.
just, there you go.
Well, that was incredible. And we're going to end it on a high note.
That's it.
Yes, you
That's
can't
it.
end on
Yeah.
a better note than
And
that.
we're done, I think.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't.
No, it does not. So Steve is the master of ceremony.
I'm ready to go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, Michael,
All right.
welcome and thank you.
Thank
and you
you.
were a great
Thank you very
guest.
much, Alex. I love
And we're
being here.
honored that you made it on here on your busy tour, your trips to Japan,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Anything for you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
coming
me.
online.
Oh, that's the future. Computers.
The future. All right, folks. It is September 23, 2003. It's the Alex Duffy Show. Good night.